Hey, it's your girl, the real deal, Anita Gill. Like, share, and subscribe. Hope everybody doing good. But we need to come in here and we need to talk about Krystal Anderson murder case and what's going on in the murder case. Okay, Krista, just a little update for those who've been working hard and kind of lost a little bit in the case. Krista Anderson went missing in August on August 2022. Okay, in December, her boyfriend was arrested and charged with her murder. Okay, and a week later, his son was also arrested. Okay, for accessory to the murder case. Okay, let's talk about this. This let's talk about this. Hold on for a minute, y'all. Get up here, minute. I have to organize my dogs. Okay, y'all. As you know, there has been some arrest in the case of Krystal Anderson. There has been some arrests, and there's some more new information, a little bit information that I will give y'all. Now, in this case right here, everything is alleged, okay? It's allegedly, okay? I can't prove it, so I have to go by what research that I do. And this is for news reporting and criticism and comment purposes, okay? All right, now, authority now have arrested the son. Now, listen to me. I know they let him go. Hold on. The authority have arrested the son as a suspect, okay? In a murder case of Aiken County woman. That's Krista, okay? In August, Krista Anderson reported missing from her home in Aiken County. And you remember over here on this team, we came up with our timeline. And our timeline matches the news timeline, so we was on point. No one has heard from her since that August the 20th. Okay, Aiken County Authority early this week charged Anderson's boyfriend, Tony Berry, with this murder. Now, Tony Berry had been very difficult with getting information about this case. Now, because he's allegedly boyfriend in this case, and he was one of the last ones of seeing her, and produced some uh, uh, energy in this case. Okay. Um, Now, I'm not the one, and I always said the one that's gonna bash neither sides. I just want the truth to come out. Now, now Tony no more than what allegedly no more than what he saying he do. But I'm reading that it's some more people behind Tony allegedly probably got some people to do this for him. Allegedly, okay? When they arrested his son Darius on Thursday and charged with him with accessory after the fact to the murder, the son accused helping destroy evidence. Okay. The son accused of helping destroy evidence. Now the bond was set at 20,000 on Thursday afternoon. Okay, afternoon for Darius. Darius Berry is Tony's son, but his father hasn't been granted bond. Now Tony. Now look before I get into something. On December 19th, we learned Darius was released on bond. Okay, he would have an ankle monitor and cannot contact the victim's family. So that means saying what? Yeah, he can't even contact his own sister. Okay. Also on Thursday, a newly released arrest warrant for Tony Beard revealed more details on what led to the murder charge, even though, listen, even though Anderson's body hasn't been found. Now, people, you're not gonna may not like when I say this. Turner got a court date coming up. Y'all need a body. Y'all gonna need a body. Tony might allegedly get a bond when he go to court. Allegedly, he might get a bond. We got to find a body. The case cannot end here. We got to keep Krystal Anderson's name in the news because we need a what? A body. Okay? I'm going to let y'all hear this and then we're going to finish talking. Okay? This is Tony Berry. This is, now I apologize. This is Darius Berry. This is Tony Berry's son. Okay? And he only was charged with accessory to the murder after the fact.
First at 5, an update to a story we've been covering since August. The son of an accused murderer is out of jail on bond. Darius Berry was arrested in connection with the death of Krystal Anderson on a charge of accessory to murder after the fact. His father, Tony Berry, is still in the Aiken County Jail, charged with Anderson's murder and kidnapping. Authorities believe Tony Berry put Anderson into the trunk of a car back on August 20th. At some point, they say he killed her, and Darius helped his dad conceal the evidence by burning the car in Newberry County 8 days later. Krystal was a mother, friend, and sister, and since her disappearance, her family has not stopped looking for answers.
Okay. Now, y'all, in order to stop Tony from getting a bond, because he really don't need to be out, but in order to stop Tony from getting a bond, we need the truth. We need the truth. We need the truth. Now, I'm going to tell you what I found out, allegedly. That allegedly now, I can't prove it, but allegedly, it was told to me that the sister, his sister, got locked up. But, no, she didn't get locked up. She went down. I guess she must have turned herself, must have came in for a question, and they released her. They released her. She went down there, y'all, because you remember the sister was allegedly babysitting them. She the one picked them up, so they questioned it. His Tony Berry's sister like they did his son. Now, when they questioned the sister, they released the sister back. Okay? Because what they saying is she don't have nothing to do with it. Now, but y'all, I'm gonna tell y'all this. Y'all gonna have to get it. In order to keep this man right here back there, y'all gotta get a body. In order, listen to what I'm saying. In order to keep this man right here, he gotta talk. Will he talk for his dad? Hey. Will he talk for his dad? Because he the one burnt the car. This man right here drove around with a body in his car. In his Cadillac, the white Cadillac, in his car. And had his son to burn the car. Tony Berry had tools. He bought tools. What's up, Francia? He bought tools, y'all. Now, listen to this when I tell you this. Tony bought tools, but you got to understand it was the tools for his job, was the tools that he bought Was it for the house? What was the tools for? Now, the arrest warrant for Tony Berry states that authority believe he killed Anderson. They believe. I can sit here all day and say what I believe, but it might not be true. Y'all listen to the terms that Tony may be getting out on bond. The arrest warrant for Tony Berry, it depends on, hey, Tony, it depends on what kind of tool it was. He can buy any tools, Tony. I meant to say Tony, yeah. This man can buy any tools he wants, just like you can. It's the body part that they got to prove. The arrest warrant for Tony Berry state the authority believe. They didn't say he was. The Tony Berry state authority believe he killed Anderson between 9:30 and 11:30 p.m. Y'all, I mean, oh, you right? No, I ain't got. You right, baby. I'm not disputing your word. Listen, y'all. Did y'all hear the time? Do y'all hear the time? Listen, y'all. We sat up here and we did a whole timeline. They telling us Krystal was dead at 9:30 and 11:30 p.m. on the 20th. So you remember during that time, that was the time that Tony said he was driving around looking for perks. Remember? He went somewhere. Y'all remember this story? I'll never forget it because we teamed up and did this. He said they went in Aikens looking for a perk. They took some, they got the wrong batch and they went back and got another batch. Remember that story? Okay. Krystal died that time? She died allegedly died at 9:30 to 11:30 p.m. Friday? Wait a minute, on Saturday? Something ain't right with that, y'all. In the area, 23 Servant Road on Wagner. That's the road that we was looking for. The police believe he killed her between 9:30. So you mean to tell me he was riding around in the car looking for perks, allegedly, around 9:30 and 11:30 p.m.? So, remember he said, wait a minute, hold up, y'all. Let me do something right quick. Hold on, let me get something right quick. Hold up, we gonna figure this out, y'all. Hold on. Hold on. We gonna put this story together. Hold on for a minute. Cause I got to, I don't care how many times I do it, I gotta do this. I got to get our timeline back up. Cause I don't remember this stuff. You can ask me anything you wanna ask me. If I don't know the answers, I'm just gonna say it. Now, hold on for a minute, Tom, before you ask me this. This is our timeline. Now I'm gonna be going back from the computer to this. We got on the October 23rd, 10:30 on Sunday. Okay, hold on, y'all. Hold on. August the 20th. Wait a minute, I got some more paper missing. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. This a Leo. Where is Crystals? Hold on. Let me find crystal paper. Where is crystal paper at? Hold on, y'all. I think I put. Oh Lord. I think I put crystal. I took crystal down. Hold on. And put this a Liz. Okay. Hold on, guys. I done put crystal's paperwork down. Okay, I took crystal paperwork down. Hold on. Now, now where are y'all? Y'all got to excuse me. Hold on, y'all. What it is what it is. I got to, well, y'all, the next time I have the paperwork out, I wasn't planning on going in there and get this information. But, hold on for a minute. Hold 1 second. Hold on, y'all. I got paperwork. Yeah, well, y'all got to excuse me. I work from the room. Hey. Okay. Let me just keep going. I don't know what I did with crystal paper. I don't have so much paperwork, y'all. Okay. I appreciate it. It's just the kind of work that I'm used to doing. Yeah, I can't figure. Next time I'll get my timeline that we have now. Right here, team. They said that the arrest warrant for Tony Berry state the authorities believe that he killed Anderson between 9 a.m. and 10:30. Y'all can remember, we will never forget this case. That at 9:30 and 11:30, Tony Berry allegedly said he was going in and out of town for perks. He was going to Aikens, and that him and the children was in the car with Krystal looking for perks. We never did think that she was unalive at 9:30. That's early. So you tell me that you were riding around in the car with her around that time? This happened that early? That's early. On August the 20th. On a Saturday. That's very early, y'all. Who was at the house on the 21st with the children? Because they was down there laughing. But they left the kid, they allegedly, what did they say right here? They said on August the 20th, witness saw him in a verbal altercation with Anderson. According to the arrest warrant, he was later seen placing her in the trunk. Had to been from 9:30 to 11:30 in his Cadillac. Let's stick with this time, y'all. Let's stick with the time frame that they gave us. This is early, y'all. 9:30 and 11:30 p.m. It's very early. During this time, the kids was in the car with Krystal, allegedly. If we go by what he said. Okay, let's keep going. I don't know about that time. That time throwing me off. So if this happened at 9:30, y'all know what 9:30 is. It right now in our world it's 8:28. You know that they knows they said witnesses. Now yes. Yes. Witnesses. Yeah. Now see we couldn't get none at first. Is what it is. We couldn't get any witnesses at first on August the 20th. Witnesses saw him in a verbal altercation. So y'all saw him in a verbal altercation. Now see, this is the first time I heard this with her on the 20th. But allegedly she wasn't with her she was underlined at 9:30 and 11:30 with Anderson. Somebody saw her, according to the arrest warrant. According to the arrest warrant. So y'all is going by the Anderson is going by what they believe and verbal altercation witnesses. So they're going by witnesses and altercations, not witnesses and what they believe. According to the arrest warrant now. He was later seen placing her into the trunk of his 2007 Cadillac, old school Tony Beer, according to the warrant. Y'all, they gonna have to prove that Tony Beer did. They gonna have to prove. See, and they putting this right here. They don't brought up witnesses, and the words that police is using to protect themselves is believe. This what happened to Krystal. But y'all gotta prove this what happened to Krystal. Because you're going off doubts. You're going off of what you think. Okay? The car was later found burned in Newberry. Allegedly the son was involved in the burning of the car. Authorities said in the arrest warrant that search warrants and tracking of her cell phone data and internet searches led them to conclusion. Really? Really? This is what they going by? Come on, Anderson. Y'all got to get proof. Y'all going out with the internet say? Really? So authorities say in the arrest warrant and tracking of her cell phone data. Now they found her cell phone. They did the tracking of it. And the internet searches led them to these conclusions. Okay, hold on, y'all. Let's see what these conclusions are. Okay. These are the conclusions. Okay. Tony Berry purchased numerous items that could be used to aid in the disposal of human remains, including a gas powered auger, a shovel, whatever gas powered auger is. I never heard of that. Auger or something. A shovel, I know what that is. Pre-mixed fluid, plastic coverall, gloves, a box of trash bags, as well as a large roll of plastic. Wow. Now, y'all, they're gonna have to prove that this man bought this for Krystal Anderson, or did he buy it for his job? Did he need this for his job? Or what was he doing at home? Don't y'all like YouTube adding the Zoom? Oh yeah, I saw that. I saw that. Y'all, they got the Zoom feature over here. So if you want to talk, come up here and talk. I can send you the link. Yeah. Now, Tony Berry purchased numerous items that could be used to aid. Okay, now, y'all got to prove this is what he bought this for. Don't they got to prove to this. Now, next, the defendant was in the area during this time frame, 9:30 and 11, along with his son Darius. Additional evidence has been found showing that the defendant researched how to carry out this crime and leave no evidence of it. Darius Berry is suspected of knowingly assisting his father with the destruction of evidence. Why is he out? Why is he out? If he haven't given y'all no information on him, why is he out on bond? That bond went high. Darius' bond should have been higher than what it is. Because he assisted his father with the destruction of his evidence, allegedly. According to an arrest warrant released Friday, Tony Berry burned the Cadillac. How would they know that Tony burned the Cadillac on August the 28th between 2:40 and 4:30? Now I was at the candlelight vision. I was at the candlelight vision. They brought that up about the car was up burnt. But they never told us what kind of car it was. They never did say Darius burned the car. They never did say who burnt that car, but the car was burnt. We didn't know what color the car was or nothing, but we knew that a car was burnt. Now, if he had Krystal, if this man right here had Krystal in that car, in this car, what was the problem of not finding that body? What was it? He shouldn't be out. They're so good about getting these men bonds when it come down to these women until it don't make no sense. So between 2:40 and 4:30, the car was already burned before the candlelight vision. That car has more evidence in it. The car has more evidence in it. Allegedly, my brain is telling me that a woman is in this, y'all. I've been saying it from day one. A woman is involved in this. His bond was very low. Now, additional evidence has been found showing a coordinated effort between the defendant and his father. Mm, mm. This young man right here don't have to testify against his dad. He know more than what he's saying he know. He know they just didn't have enough evidence to hold him. Y'all, they gonna need some proof in this thing now. Evidence had been found showing a coordinated effort between the defendant and his father to conceal and withhold evidence and information related to this case, the arrest warrant states. Is Derek going to tell on his daddy? Is Darius going to tell on his father? Will Darius get out of jail? And I think he go to court in March, allegedly. The sister was questioned and released. I wonder whatever happened to her friend who was talking a lot in the beginning. She was pairing videos. Now, which friend is this one? Is what it is. Which friend was this? Anderson family came face to face with Tony Beard on Monday when a judge denied she was doing a video talking about Krystal. I don't know. Talking about the TikTok girl? Anderson family came face to face with Tony Beard on Monday when a judge denied bond on a kidnap charge, y'all. Now, oh, okay. We're gonna talk about that in a few minutes. Tony only in there for kidnapping, y'all. That's what they charged Tony for. He was denied bond. You see it? Tony, the judge, when the judge denied bond on kidnapping. Now, on kidnapping, now, not the murder of Krystal. Y'all got to quickly get some answers from the son. The son need to talk for them. Darius in there for kidnapping. Not for Krystal, y'all. He didn't look at them. When they went into court, he didn't look at the family. You know he wasn't gonna look at him because he got a daughter from her. But Tony Berry is locked up for kidnapping, not the murder of Krystal, allegedly. That's what it said. The bond was denied for kidnapping charge. They got to prove this, y'all. If they don't get no answers, they got to get some proof. We can assume all day. I hope this girl right here get justice. Kidnapping made whole because they have witnesses that saw him out in the trunk. Yep. Yep. That you're right. Right here. Yeah. Yeah. Let's scroll it down in case somebody coming in here late. Yeah. Now that may hold him, you right. But murder, they do need about it. They gonna need one for that. For that, yeah, there you go right there. Like you said, witnesses on August the 20th, witnesses saw him in a verbal altercation. And she was gone at 9:30 and 11:30. When they was arguing right here, is this when let me ask y'all something. Is this when they saw them arguing together, what time was this argument? What time was this argument? Because she was alive at 9:30. What time was this did the witness see her in a verbal altercation with Tony? Cause at first we couldn't find nobody saying that there was an argument. We knew it. Somebody. We kept saying somebody saw something. What time did this start? What time did this argument start with her and Tony Berry? If she was gone around 9:30. So you said 9:30 p.m. So they got to argue around by what time? That morning? So why were they arguing that day? What happened Friday? What happened Friday? We kept saying that. What happened Friday? Going into Saturday. What happened to let Tony go out like that? If this happened on a Saturday, witnesses, and she was gone at 9:30, 9:30? Come on, y'all. 9:30 and 11:30 on that Saturday? That's early. Tony, what time did y'all ride around to get perks? That's what you said. What time? If this happened at 9:30, y'all, the police said they believe. If this happened at 9:30 p.m., had a man been there? I don't know nothing about that. If this happened at 9:30, y'all, listen where I'm going with this though is what it is. Let's think about it. If this happened at 9:30, Tony said they went looking for perks. Y'all we got to get this time right. Cause we got to get this killer. If this happened at 9:30 and 11:30, what time were they arguing? Because you got to remember, this is the same date that they went out looking for perks. Allegedly. This is the date. This is when he had the kids in the car. Tony said, allegedly. We got to figure this out. This is what we got to figure out. What time were they arguing? What time did they see them arguing? The witnesses saw them in an altercation, verbal altercation. But you said y'all drove around, y'all bought some bad pills, y'all went back, and we was up that way. Donna said we was there. Did she tell y'all we was in Aikens? Something ain't right, y'all. Something ain't right with that time. So that means that was she alive when they was riding up and down the road with them children in that car? Well, some could be 9:30 or 11:30. Listen to what I'm saying. 9:30. He said he was going looking for perks for her, and he got a bad batch. Was that just excuse for Tony to have? So 9:30. Let's go at 8:76. So that means that Krystal, was she in the trunk at this time? Was Krystal in the trunk at this time? When he got the kids in the car, did Tony take them kids from the house at 9:30, going to looking for perks at this time? Is this the time he used in saying that they were looking for drugs for Krystal? But he claimed Krystal was alive. Was she already gone? Was she already gone? That's very important for us to find out. We got to find out. We got to find out. The main thing here at this moment now is to hold Tony in jail. For him to come up with a story that him and Krystal, it didn't make no sense. See, he went in, they came in Aikens, and then they went somewhere else looking for perks. Did he have Krystal in the car, in the trunk? Did he have Krystal in the trunk? Did he drop her off somewhere, y'all? That's what I'm getting to. Did he drop Krystal out somewhere between this time, 9:30 and 11:30? Because he said she was alive. But the police said that they believe he killed Krystal around 9:30, 11:30 on that Saturday. Is this the time they was in that car? If it was somebody, Tony lied the whole time. I think her body may be in. Thank you. I just wanted somebody to get what I was saying. Thank you. Thank you. Is what it is. I would ask thank you. I didn't want to say it. I want somebody else to say it. I wanted somebody else to say that. That's why I kept on dancing with this time. Thank you. Is what it is. Because that's when he drove around with her in the car looking for perks, allegedly. I think her body may be in Aiken, thank you, area. And he is saying they was in the area looking for drugs. Thank you. Someone said he saw the car. Thank you. Thank you for saying that. That's why I said what I said. That's why I said what I said. I was waiting on somebody to catch on to what I was saying. So this time by him, he was in Aikens. Krystal can allegedly be somewhere in Aikens. Cause they had the kids in the car. They need to chat. Tony need to talk. Tony need to talk. Cause he the one said they were down that way. See, they need to use all that against Tony what he said. Tony said that he would thank you is what it is for saying what you saying. That's all I wanted somebody to say. Because y'all, we dispute about that 9:30 and that 11:30. We talked about that because that's what he said. He said he came back and then he went back. He couldn't leave the kids in the house. They need to look at the places that are familiar to him in Aikens. Thank you. Tony know where she was in Aikens. We just broke it down again for them, y'all. She in Aikens somewhere. He told on himself. Tony told on himself. Tony Berry told on himself. He said what he was doing at that time. Who did Tony get them batches from in Aikens? They need to check out who he got them batches from. They involved, allegedly. And the reason why I said that they are involved, because Tony said that he went to a different man. The first time, the first batch was bad, and then he went to the second man. They came back to Aiken. They came back down to Wagner, and then they turned around. They went back and got a new batch. They need to find out everybody he got them drugs allegedly. If he got drugs, Tony, you said it. You said it. Y'all had something. They had something to do with Krystal. Them the ones who had something to do with Krystal. He dropped everything out to them people, allegedly, who he said that he got them batches of drugs from. There y'all answer go. There y'all go. Go look. Go do it. There y'all answer. That's your answer. We just gave another clue to this case. Go back to them batches. But don't forget, he came home and he went back. Was she in the car when they came back? This is early. It's 8:51 now. It's still early. There you go, y'all. We don't add to the case again. Go back to what Tony said he did at that time. With our timeline, Tony said he went out there to get them batches of pills with the kids in the car. Me and the kids were down in Aikens. Tony had assisting with this. Somebody assist Tony with this. Tony didn't have to do nothing. Tony played it off. He did what he had to do to Krystal, but he played it off. He passed her. We need justice for Krystal. We need to get her. We need to find out what he did to her. I guess knowing when he purchased those items like the shovel and stuff. Let me see. Let me go back to that. That's good. Yeah, what it is. Let's see what date did he purchase that shovel. Okay, let me go down. Let me go back the other way. Let me see. The shovel. He was later placing her in the trunk. He was later placing her in the trunk. Tony, this argument started around about 3 o'clock, 8 o'clock. Let me see. Okay, right here. Tony Berry. Hey, Anna. Hello. I recalled that on Son's Facebook. But Tony Berry purchased. When did he purchase this? When did Tony purchase this? We need a time right here. That's going to be very important. This is very important. He has receipts. If they give us the receipt when he did this, I wonder did he do that on that Sunday? Darius, no. He was with Darius during this time. Now, he said, I don't took all the time down. I got it down somewhere. Darius, he said that the time along with his son, uh, okay, when he bought this, he didn't buy this on no, he didn't buy that on the 21st. He didn't buy that on the 20th. I think he bought that around the 23rd. We need times, officer. Y'all need to put some times. If y'all put times right here, trust me, we can get this now. But we still gonna go back and say this. We got to go back up here from what we know. What we know. And we know this 9:30 and 11:30, Tony had Krystal in that car. Because he said that the children was in the car with him. And he used his car that said he was in it, going, we were down there, look, we got the bad patch of perks. And then we went back to, we went to Aikens, somewhere in Aikens, he got another patch of pills. And we kept on trying to find out how he know the first batch were bad. Allegedly, even if they use the whatever, it's still this time frame. What happened at 7 and 8 to make this happen? Because the children was in the car with him. What happened at around 7 and 8 when y'all were going back and forth with him? Did you drop her off in Aikens? They need to check Aikens. Because he said that she knew somebody down in Aikens. She got the pills from somebody she knew in Aiken. Who do y'all know, Tony? You moving her around with the first bad batch of pills, allegedly? The first bad batch of pills? Something happened to Krystal then. Who is that person you got that from? Is involved in that? The bad batch is the good bad person, and the good batch is the person who hid stuff for Tommy, who hid the evidence. The bad batch, the bad batch, y'all need to find out who that man is. Because they went to two different places. The second batch, did Tony get rid of evidence? Y'all got to look at it this way too. Did he go get rid of what he wanted to get rid of? Or did he go to the people and did what he had to do with Krystal? Dropped her off and dropped him on out with everything. We got to figure that out. We got to figure that out. We got to figure this out. Cause why would they be fussing? Why would the witness see them? What time did the witness see them arguing? What they arguing about? Because they had pills. How they know? How he know the good pills from the bad pills? Then he took them back. When he took the first batch, when he got the bad batch from the people, that's the bad man. They should also look into what city he purchased that item in. Exactly is what it is. They need to look in that city where he purchased the item in. Because 9 times out of 10, he buried her in the same city, possibly, allegedly. Yeah, that's right, Francine. Allegedly, y'all. Somebody in Aikens that he got them pills from. Is that the person you dropped her off with until you had to do what you need to do, Tony? When did you take the children home the very first time, Tony? And you took Krystal with you. What did you do? What did you do to her? And she left that scar on his face, y'all. She left evidence on his face. She left evidence on his face. I'm surprised he ain't got no evidence on his clean face. That damn fingernail mark, what in the world that mark on his face? Mm, 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 mm. Them people eyes ain't looking right to me. We ain't gonna give up, Krystal. We are not gonna give up, not over him. We are not gonna give up on you. We may slow down talking about it for a while, cause some that's God's plan. But we ain't forgot about it. We thinking. Y'all need to cut that mess out y'all head. That's one thing y'all need to do. Tony got cut over here eye. That girl fought for her life. She fought for her life. She a smart girl too. If she the one who put that on him. If she's the one who did that. I don't know why this scar looking so old. This look like an old scar he had a long time ago. These are the fresh scars. Another woman probably put that. Another woman could have did that. Another man or woman could have did that. That's fresh right there. Them pupils in them eyes beaming over him. They about to knock me out over him. Ooh, child. I'm gonna have to move y'all out the way. I don't understand why his bond low. I ain't feeling sorry for nobody in this case. Accessory to a murder after the fact, and he out on bond. I hope he listening, cause that's sad. He out on bond. They know this year they been so quick about getting people bonds. They got the sister, his Tony's sister, for allegedly had her to come in there to answer the question. That boy look like his daddy don't make no darn sense. When I first saw there, I pulled that thing out. I said, "Child, if you ain't your daddy, child, if you ain't your daddy, child, that's sad." That's what an older man, fooling around with a young woman. You see what you did, see what you caused. That's what you get. I hope he get himself together. He talking to his daddy every day. I don't even remember nobody's phone number. I get locked up, I be in bad shape. The only phone number I know is mine. But I just want y'all to know that Tony is locked up only for kidnapping. His bond is for kidnapping, not for murder, y'all. Let's see what they got to say right here.
News 12. I'm joined by Hallie Turner here. We're talking today about a case that we've been following now for a few months. Hallie's had her finger on the pulse of this, kind of keeping up with family. It's about the case of Krystal Anderson. Now, she's the Aiken County mom. She was missing for a while. Family was kind of left in the dark with what was going on. Turns out her boyfriend, Tony Berry, is now charged with her murder, been denied bond, now sitting in jail. We're going to kind of run through the timeline. Hallie's been speaking with the family a lot during this case, so she'll kind of fill in some gaps. And then we have some new developments today as well. So let's kind of go back to the beginning here, Hallie. Family reports Krystal missing August 23rd. So this is something now we've been dealing with almost 4 months. They said they hadn't seen her since August 20th. So they started to get a little concerned. And they say this isn't something that she normally does, right?
Yeah, absolutely. So, when they reported her missing, they turned to Tony, and Tony was like, well, I haven't seen her since August 20th. I was going to turn her in as missing, but he wanted to wait a little bit, and Krystal's sister, Shadira, told him, well, if you don't do something, I am. And so she went to the cops with her family, and they turned her in, and it just has transpired into a whole, on Tuesday, it will mark 4 months. So a whole 4-month journey that Shadira believes could have been solved a little bit sooner had they kind of listened to him.
Right, and we'll kind of get into that because it's just a pretty slow-moving process, and all of a sudden everything happens all at once. It's been a really busy week in this case. So we have that on the 23rd. On the 26th, we pick up with them. So families worried about Krystal missing. Now we're going on almost a week that they haven't seen her, and the mother last heard from her Saturday the 20th at about, or Saturday the 20th. So now we're going a week of her being missing. Unlike her, she's a mother of 4. She's got young kids. Family says she sometimes goes on these breaks, but never without her kids. So this is starting to raise some red flags. And now the Aiken County Sheriff's Office is involved.
Well, another thing to note on that too is Krystal's active on social media a lot. Her TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, anything you can think of. She's showing her kids. Shadira talks about how she loved dressing them up for school, taking their pictures, and it was also the start of school. So the kids never missed school, and during this time frame, they actually weren't at school one of those days, and so they were kind of worried about that. And now, as we've said before, it's kind of ramped up, and kids have kind of been separated some to be with their fathers, so they can take care of them all. But yeah, it's been a pretty crazy journey.
Yeah, and now frustration's starting to grow at this point between the family and the Aiken County Sheriff's Office. So skip ahead now to September 5th. We're going 17 days without Krystal. Family feels like they're in the dark. We'll play a soundbite that we have from around that time from the family, just kind of showing their frustration.
I feel very much in the dark because I have not received one phone call from Aiken County, not even a call of empathy
So again, that's 2 weeks, 2.5 weeks after Krystal's gone missing. And Aiken County at this point, when we reach out to them, they say they've expanded the search. So now at this point, Krystal's in a national database of missing people, and they've reached out to surrounding agencies to be aware from her. She's got ties in Raleigh or somewhere in North Carolina.
So her sister actually lives in North Carolina, so she travels back and forth to visit family and in between. So
Okay. So now that's September 5th. The same day, maybe the next day, sometime that week, because this case is now being treated as missing persons for both Krystal and Tony. So this is where things start to shift, because now this week Tony comes into the Aiken County Sheriff's Office. What happened there?
So he told Aiken County, hey, I'm not missing. I haven't been missing. Here I am. Let's talk. So Aiken County sits down. They question him. And when I spoke with PIO, Captain Abdullah, he said they had no means for arrest at that time. So Tony walked out a free man, which really upset the family. They were, her sister, Shadira, really listened to that gut instinct. She was like, this doesn't...
Well, he turned himself in. That part, he did what they say he was missing. So Tony went in there. He took a while before he did that, though, y'all. He went in there and said, "Oh, I'm not missing. Here I am, right here. I'm Tony Berry." The murder charge came after the bond was denied for kidnapping. Now he has an upcoming court date for murder charges in March. Yeah, you're right. It's March.
You're right. And so
I
Tony
think
walked
it's
out a free
March,
man,
allegedly.
and a couple days later, it revamped up again where they put out an arrest warrant for him.
Yeah, and so they do put out the arrest warrant for Krystal Anderson's disappearance. At this point, they believe
It's just kidnapping.
right. She's been kidnapped, and so September 28th now, the arrest warrant goes out for Tony Berry. He is arrested at some hotel or something here in Augusta.
Not in Augusta.
Not Augusta.
In South Carolina.
My fault. Excuse me, South Carolina. And like we said, up until this point, he's been listed as a missing person. So when he gets arrested, what's the family saying?
So the family is relieved. It's a little bit of okay, Tony Berry's off the streets, but they don't believe they've gotten everyone. They still think that there's some more people out there that have kind of helped in this area. So Shadira and the family are thankful, but now they've got 4 children, still no missing, still no mom, and also one of those children share, Tony and Krystal have a child together. So Serenity is looking for her mom. She's really wanting that answer that she doesn't have both parents. So Shadira is trying to figure out how to get in the mix of all of this and take care of all kids on top of Krystal's mother being sick as well.
Right, and so that's 2 months ago now. So things have been a little bit quiet for the past 2 months. Obviously, we're still keeping up with the small updates, but then this week, things really start to pick up. So Tony was denied bond for a second time.
He requested a second bond hearing just to see if the judges would do anything, or the judge would do anything more in that. And he showed back up on Monday for that, and was actually denied again. And they told the family, the courts told the family, they were pursuing a murder charge, and at that time had not charged him. But on Tuesday, he got that murder charge.
And that was a big moment for the family to hear the word murder in relation to their loved one, Krystal, who they thought had just been missing. They're holding out this hope that she'll be home for Christmas, get to see her family, be around for the holidays. When they hear that murder, that kind of changed things for them.
Oh yeah, Shadira says that she lost at that moment her faith that Krystal would ever return, that she'd ever lay eyes back on her, really began to fade, and that worry of how do I tell my 4 nieces and nephews that their mom's not going to be here for Christmas. And October was also, let's back up a little bit, a big month for them too. There's birthdays. Krystal had a birthday, a couple of children.
Yeah, there you go, Anna. Columbia. Aikens and Columbia. You right, Anna. It was Aiken and Columbia. We're gonna come back to that. Let me finish with this right quick.
Birthdays now.
I'm glad you brought that up.
Speaking about Christmas, I don't know what I would do without my mom for Christmas.
Yeah, and like you said, mom's missing.
The children, they heard the argument. They
Between Tony and Krystal that day, and then later that night, somebody saw Tony putting Krystal into
a car, his Cadillac. And you know what's weird about that is Shadira's family told law enforcement, they told us that the children, they heard the argument. They saw, one of the sons saw Krystal being put into that trunk, and we don't know what happened with that, but that, he wasn't, they did believe all of that happened on the 20th, but that he planned all of this out, and they were able to find that through a cell phone database search where he searched up how to commit this crime and then leave no evidence behind.
Yep. And they found, I guess, the receipt or something that he had
Purchasing.
purchased. Just listen to what he had purchased. A gas-powered auger, so to dig a hole, a shovel, fuel, coveralls, gloves, trash bags, and plastic wrap. So
He was ready for this, and that is so sad.
right. This, I'm not an expert by any means, but that doesn't sound like everyday things that you're buying at the grocery store.
Absolutely not.
So that is some new stuff that we learned at the bond hearing and throughout the day, yesterday, and into today. And like you said, researching how to commit this crime and leave no evidence. So now, how does the family feel? Because they've been saying this for 4 months now, that they believe something's fishy. Tony Berry could be a suspect. They don't believe their sister, that Krystal would just up and leave without her kids. And now they've gone through this whole thing
Yeah.
of having her back. And
Yeah, let's go back to what Anna said that they did. He said that, you know what, Anna. He said that he went to. They went down there. Oh, they didn't tell you we were down there looking for perks from somebody that she know in Columbia. That's what Tony said. In Columbia, they went looking for perks and Akins, they got some from Akins, and that from Akins allegedly was a bad bunch, so they drove down to Columbia. Now, Krystal's body could be in Columbia. Get between Aiken and Columbia. Whoever he got the bad batch from, it could be where he got it from the Alita Leslie's the second. Allegedly, it could be the second Columbia. She may be in Columbia somewhere. Oh, she can be in Aikens. She can be in Columbia. You know what I mean? It all depends on how Tony did it. But allegedly, he had the kids in the car with him when he went down to Columbia. Because that's what he said. So I know he ain't that crazy. He might be that crazy. Allegedly, they had her in the trunk while he had the kids in the car. Because he came and he left. Can't they trace where his phone is? They did. They said they traced his phone. That's what they saying now. They trace his phone.
then all of a sudden, this devastation of realizing she's probably not coming back. So where are they at today? You talked to the sister again, Shadira, this morning. How are they doing?
I mean, think about it. Their emotions are up and down, up and down. They just pray that they can find her alive somewhere. They just want her back. And for them, this Shadira this morning, she has been so upset. Her voice is gone. She's just getting sick. I mean, and that fear of how do you tell 7-year-old Serenity that her mother has passed? Like, you just don't know how to do that. She doesn't, know if she'll be able to tell her. Again, we'll have more on that. But they're upset. They feel betrayed. They say that if law enforcement may have listened to them a little bit sooner, what they were saying, that gut instinct, that they may not have been able to save Krystal, but it would have saved heartache of an extra couple of months of having to go through this, because the holiday season is not always an easy time for everyone.
Right.
And so you think about now the loss of a family member, and this child.
That's
Go
sad.
back to Serenity. We have 3 children who have lost a mother, and that is painful enough, but now to have a father behind bars.
Yeah. And we do have a quick soundbite here from Shadira from today. It's not new information than what we've been saying right now, but we want to play just to kind of give you the emotions of what they're feeling. We can say it, but to hear it from her is a totally different game.
This morning, I took her to school, and she actually got dressed for her birthday. And one of the things she said to me this morning was that when you take my pictures, I hope my mommy will be able to see my pictures wherever she is. If she has her phone, she'll be able to see my pictures. And then she said, I know she'll be back, but when she comes back, she's going to come to her trailer. So we'll have to go to her trailer because that's where she's going to go. And I just don't know how to tell her. I don't know if I would ever be the person can tell her. Um, I just don't know. I don't have any
Yeah, I
answers.
got to tell her though, cause you don't want her to find out the wrong way, and that'll make it's a hidden secret. So y'all need to get her some help.
In that area right now.
And how would she have answers? Because this is not something she asked for. This is not a role that she was supposed to be playing
You
in
got to
these
talk
kids'
to.
lives. Now all of a sudden, having to be sort of a mother figure to Serenity, um, she's up in North Carolina right now
Yeah, she's in
with
North Carolina.
Serenity. So this is something that has just been a hardship on this family, and we go back to if they feel that if law enforcement had just listened earlier, again, this could have been maybe Krystal doesn't get saved, but you could have saved months of heartache and pain and hope that she was going to come back.
Well, another thing to note too is, everyone takes to social media when a case like this goes, national. And Shadira told me that a lot of people have been trying to gain some fame off of this, and it doesn't do anything but confuse other people. It confuses.
Uh, you said other kids would ask or tell they need to have therapy. They got to tell them. So how they have to tell them somehow they have to sit there. They're gonna have to have therapy. And whoever deal with child therapy know how to handle this. But they still ain't gonna believe that their mama is gone. Cause it's strange how we grown people, we don't want to believe that our parents are gone and our parent is gone and we grown. So I can imagine on these kids.
Investigators, law enforcement, it doesn't make it any easier when they're in her inbox constantly about things they may think has happened. And so it has been very hard as well on that to get all of those social media inboxes everywhere with people trying to take over this case that really don't know anything about it.
Yeah, in this era of social media and digital,
Absolutely.
everybody becomes an expert on everything. And
Oh, yeah.
At the end of the day, like you said, only makes it harder and more confusing, and especially just keep coming back to these kids
Oh, yeah.
who are just, young kids. I mean, we see the pictures. I'll pull these back up. A young woman with some young babies just
She
now.
just turned 31
without
too
money.
in October.
Yeah, 31 years old. Serenity 7, and you see these kids not much older than that, some maybe younger than that. And it's just obviously a very hard, confusing, difficult time for this family. But it's
She
good
got
to
some
finally
respect
see
for
some
kids.
progress being made in this case, because you can't imagine just the mental torture, really, the emotional distress they've been going through.
They're ready for justice. They're ready for this case to be closed, but they're also ready. Shadira's talked about how going through this isn't an easy process. She's been working with something on the side to be able to help other people in the future who will go through something like this so that they don't have to endure what she and her family have gone through.
Yeah, so we know bond was denied for Tony, 20,000 for Darius. Do we know what's next? Do we have a timeline of court dates, anything like that?
So actually, Darius will go to court in February and then again in March. So again, that's no contact. He can't have any contact with the family. And coming up tonight, we'll actually hear that he was in contact with the family, which has caused some of that betrayal, some of that hurt. So for right now, that's all we kind of know where we're at. So yesterday he was charged. We'll wait to hear when he's released.
Yeah, so like I said, Hallie has done extensive reporting on this. If you've missed any of it, it's all on our website, wodw.com. You can search Hallie.
Shit, y'all. I say kids gonna need therapy. They got to have therapy. The kids gonna need therapy, y'all. I think Tony. I believe Tony Candles backfired on him. But yeah, when he was in, and when Tony drove from Aiken, he was already living in Aiken. Wagner is Aikens. When he left Aikens, he went to Columbia and he got some perks from somebody down in Columbia that Krystal know. Okay, now Tony, are you trying to say you dropped her off or what happened right there? I ain't it's something wrong. It's something wrong with him. Something happened. Something reflect on that man. Something happened. something happen, ain't nowhere in the world you can live like that. Some people can, some people can't. Us, we can't. But there go his witness. He got to talk and tell. If he don't talk and tell, they're gonna be on his mind forever. There y'all witness go right there. Oh, I ain't even see all this. He won't get born again, sure won't. Hi, Rita. Now here at 9 at 9:23. We appreciate you. Man, we don't know. We were just talking about the case. You think do anybody think he's gonna get a bond? Y'all think? I mean, do y'all think he gonna be denied bond again in March for kidnapping now? I think it's bond. I don't know. Y'all think he gonna? Rita, you think he gonna get a bond? Not for kidnapping, no bond. I know not for kidnapping. Bet I get that man on bond. Come on, Judge. Y'all got him way the first time. His own friend told him the first time where he was. His own friend told him he was in that hotel. He better talk. His friend better had talk. Y'all think he's gonna get okay? One person said no bond. Anybody? Y'all talk. Y'all let's communicate. Y'all think he gonna get a bond? Well, is what he is. Said no bond. I'm gonna follow her. No bond. I hope it's true. No bond. Anybody else think he gonna get a bond? Ain't none of you think he gonna get a bond? Rita, you think he gonna get a bond? Y'all share y'all opinion. Oh, Francia said maybe. Okay, we got a maybe. That's okay. That's cool. Y'all can't be afraid to voice your opinion. That's the one thing I want to give you all. This channel is an opportunity for you all to react and speak out. Speak out. If we stay hidden without saying something, we ain't gonna know. We can't help our people. You know, can't help our women if we stuck it. Have everything stuck on the inside. This is sad, yeah. Only thing he had to do, only thing these men need to do is just let these women go. If I can't have you, can't nobody else have you. I thought they stopped saying it. Krystal, we gonna keep you up on him, baby. We might not talk about you every day, but we gonna keep you in our prayers over here, and we not gonna give up. That's one thing we're not gonna do is give up on what happened to you. We'll let it die down, but we're not gonna give up on you. No, we're not. Y'all, I'm done with what I had to say. What I got to say, I just y'all know how I feel about no bond. Okay, Wisdom said no bond also. Y'all know how I feel about women and children. I mean, we ain't that strong as no man. Those poor, I know the babies. I got 5. Ooh, if I were young like that, ooh, Lord, have mercy. Mm, 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 mm. It's the babies, man. It's these children. And all children know that if mama ain't here, why mama ain't been, where mama at? Why mama ain't been back home? Even though you don't told a child, where the parent is, y'all, it's still, if grown people go through that, I'm a grown woman and I cry and say, I want my daddy. I want my daddy back. Just imagine, I'm grown and older saying that and can't get them back. Just imagine a child having those days in school, acting out, and can't tell nobody why they acting out, why they doing what they do. That's who it be about. It be about them babies. Everybody in every case with them children. Let's do it for the kids. Let's keep the awareness open for the kids. And Krystal, I don't care. A woman is entitled to do whatever she wants to do in life, especially when they see their friends with their mom. Yeah, you got stuff coming up in school, and this little boy lost his grandmama. And I said, you let me know if you want me to come over there to your school, but I got to come early now. I come over there. I be your grandmama for that day. But I'm gonna have on my uniform. I don't mind. I don't mind helping. You know, other mothers out who can't take days off from work because of being a mama. Get somebody. We got to look out for each other, y'all. Get trusted friends to watch your kids. I know I'm about to get me some too, Francine, when I get off of him. Yeah, every woman deserves to do whatever she want to do. She want to do whatever she want to do. She can do whatever she want to do. Nobody should be able to stop them from doing what they want to do. And it is what it is. Every woman should be able to do whatever they want to do to feel free. They can walk away from a relationship if they want to. But to take a mother from her cubs, that's sad. At least when you do something like that, you can think about the mother. Lately, we've been getting the parents, the mamas, some of the mamas and some of the daddies taking their own kids out of here. Y'all leave these babies alone. These babies cannot help themselves. Leave these mamas alone. Go on with your life. Y'all too many young boys locked up and locked down because of stuff like this. Y'all going on with y'all life, man. Let them women go. And women let them men go on by their business. God, y'all don't whoop them. Y'all don't whoop them. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Y'all don't pee whoop them. They don't know what to do now. Nobody else want them. They already old. And got a young girl too. A young pretty queen. Fine pretty queen. The old man be wondering, all right now. Y'all old men can't be selfish out there now. Took that girl life, took her too. When you take a mama life, you took the kid's life too. But I don't have nothing to say, y'all. I'm gonna keep everything. And, anytime I feel like talking about certain cases, that's what I'm gonna do. When God sent me in here to do stuff, that's what I do. It's Tony Warrant, y'all. Yes, it is. And you know what, wisdom? A lot of people don't understand people like me who care about people. God put certain people on the earth for a certain reason. I don't have no control of it. All my whole family love kids. Oh, we love children. And my son, they love women. They young, but they love them older women. They love women, period. They'll look out for a woman. You ain't about to talk to no woman any kind of way around them now. 27 and 29-year old. They ain't gonna let you do that. They open up the doors for women when it's at the store. They open up the door and let the women in. I don't tell them to do that. I didn't tell them to do that. It's just the way they were raised mentally. But Tony, I hope you don't get no bun. And Marge, you don't need no bun. You're all right where you are. Sit in there for a minute and constipate. Did I say the right word? I said constipate. Is that right? Not constipate, constipate. All right, y'all. Y'all got anything to add to the content? Like I said, in February we will be going live. We will be going live, and I need y'all voice. And you can hide your face. You can be able to speak out. You can hide your face, and we about to get our show on the road. Yes, yes, yes. New Year's coming in, y'all. And if y'all plan on going out for the New Year's, please be safe. Please. I'll be right here in my little hole in the wall, my room. Please be safe. You going to church, still be safe. God bless you, brother. Oh, thank you, wisdom. All right, y'all. Y'all take it easy. Take care. I appreciate everyone being here. Y'all, please like, share, and subscribe. And if you have not yet joined the channel, please join the channel. It's not but like $8 and something a month. That's all. But this is your channel. This is your channel. It's not my channel. It's your channel. All right, y'all. I'm out. Peace.